So Hender gets an assist, and Franny gets an assist. So Hender was the one that had it, fanned on the initial shot, got caught in the skates, but Mahoney gets the goal. So Mahoney from Hender and from Franny, the official mark here early on in this game. Meanwhile, the Cyclones have it behind their net, looking to get it out. Not able to. Bearcats get in the way, send it in on Penny. He has to cover up, and we get a whistle with 17-12 remaining here in the first period. Face off, won by the Bearcats. Try to whip it around, not able to. Goes just by that left post there. Contact in the corner. Fighting for it, the Bearcats get it up the far side. They try to smack it around up top. Nice punishing check there. Oh, that was a great hit there by Riley Kress. The puck at the red line, trying to fight for it. Here come the Bearcats. Watch out here for the Cyclones. He spins on that far circle, backhands it to the slot, goes up to the left point. Holding towards the net, Penny right pad save. But the Bearcats still have it. Looking to get it out in front, picked off, and here they come. Cyclones out of their own zone. A nice nifty move there. Over the blue line, into the offensive zone, turned over. The Bearcats come back the other way. Sends it across to the right wing circle. A nice move around a defender. Out in front, a shot. Penny had to be there. Stop that. That was a beautiful passing play set up by the Bearcats. Penny with the stop. Bearcats still have it down low, though. On that far side. Up top it comes to the right point. Sent down low, picked off by the Cyclones. Chipped off the boards and down. Chasing after it, Chadwick. Not able to get there in time as he will head to the bench. As we got some new skaters out there for the Cyclones. 15:50 here remaining in the first period. Lofted in deep to the far corner. Picked up by Harley. Tried to backhand it around. A Bearcat got in the way. Watch out here. A shot goes just wide to that far corner. That one was labeled. Behind the net. Slips past to the far side. Bearcats have 4 shots officially on Penny. The Cyclones trying to get it out of danger. They do. It gets out to center ice. Have only one Cyclone able to get to the bench. Looks like we'll get, only one Cyclone to the bench. Not able to get a clean line change off there. And with some speed down that near side come the Cyclones. That was Ethan Ranger crashing in there. On the near side, it's held. Backhanded up top, held in a shot. Good save there by Hazelhorf. The puck behind the net. Over to the far side, gets picked up. A couple bodies in there trying to fish for possession, and it comes out to the Bearcats. Across center ice, into the offensive zone. A solid hit there. Great body contact. That was Esteban Gracia there with the hit. Meanwhile, the Bearcats fished it down low, retrieved by Benjamin Fanenstein, and Cyclones look to outlet the other way, and we're going to get an icing. 14:32 remaining. Their shots are 5-2 in favor of the Bearcats. And they've had the majority of the possession thus far, getting some offensive looks, but the Cyclones, that early goal from Mahoney is the difference maker right now. Face-off one, and shot off the draw, trickles by. That hit a body on the way to the net, and Penny had to stay alert to that one. Behind the net, gets rimmed around to the far side, up top. Held in, but poked away. Great stick there by Trevor Slot. In pursuit of the puck is Slot. The Bearcats will rim it around to the far side. Will hold and look to an outlet pass here. That one off a body. That might go for icing. Icing waved off. Good hustle there by the Bearcats. Behind the net, Franny, who got the secondary assist on the Mahoney goal, was in there for the Cyclones. Picked up and flipped out past the red line. Bearcats will retrieve and head back the other way. Down low, Capasso trying to chase, doesn't get possession. The Bearcats still have it. Franny now on the backhand, spins around. Some miscommunication there between some of the Cyclones who are running into each other, but picked up, back to Franny. To Slot, backhands across the blue line. The Bearcats retrieve in their own zone. 13:28 remaining here in the first period. Mahoney with the lone goal for the Cyclones very early on. solid body contact down right in front of us here. The puck comes all the way down and around to the right side. And a Bearcat fell down. Watch out there. The Cyclones could have taken advantage of the opportunity. Not able to, but the Bearcats have it. Sends it across. Wide open ice. He rips one in just past the post. A prime opportunity for the Bearcats. They still have it, though. Glove down. Over to the left point. Sends it down low. Hooks around the near side. Couple bodies in there trying to get possession. Gets flubbed out to the blue line, but not fully out. The Bearcats still have it in. Now it gets smacked out to center ice. Cyclones need a change here. A couple tired bodies out on the ice. Only one player able to get to the bench, and watch out here, a breakaway chance, a shot. Fanned on it. Penny had to get there, and watch out for the fan shot there in on the breakaway, and he stuck with it the whole time. Because a good save there by Penny, and the Cyclones look to make that one count. It comes back the other way. Chasing in was Mulkerin. He gets taken out. And here come the Bearcats. If they hurry, they might have numbers trying to get through the defense. Not able to. Picked up by Kress. Turned over. The Cyclones look to get it out. It's Fanenstein that had it. Spun out in their own zone. The Bearcats going to come back the other way. Picked up. Up to center ice it comes. So watch out here. Chadwick trying to get there. He gets hit hard. Chadwick tried to step around the defender, but the defender laid the body on him. Here come the Bearcats through center ice. Over the blue line with speed. A nice nifty move. Gets by. But not able to get around the last man back with Fanenstein. And nothing materialized out of that. Shots are still 6-2 in favor of the Bearcats. The puck comes up top. Walking it towards the net. That went off a Cyclone defender and went right over the head of Penny. That one could have been dangerous. Right now, it's held at the point. A shot, a rising one over the head of Penny. Some offensive pressure here by the Bearcats. Gets smacked around, up, and the Cyclones can finally get that change they've been looking for a while now. The Bearcats looking to take advantage. Coming to the offensive zone, cross-check down to the ice. That was Kress that gave him a shove. The puck now finds its way to Kress. He will turn on the forehand, trying to get it. And he does. Gets it forward. The Cyclones trying to clear the zone here. And just some relentless forechecking here by the Bearcats. The Cyclone goes tumbling down and gets smacked out. And watch out here. Trying to hustle towards the net. Going to have to come out of the net to play with the puck. And it'll come out to center ice. 10:24 remaining. Gets down low just past the lone attacker for the Bearcats. A cross check down to the ice. Watch out there. The officials are right there. You want to be careful. Harley chasing after the puck. A couple of Cyclones in there. Harley gets it. Outlets it out and flipped up over the blue line. And the Cyclones once again had to flip that out to get a change here. Into the offensive zone. Watch out. That could have been a hook there. Well, lucky it wasn't there for the Cyclones. On the far side, it's held by the Bearcats. Passing attempt, nice job getting in the way of the lane. And the Bearcats now have to retrieve. Down and around it goes behind Penny. Picked up by Franny. Send it right back around. Capasso holding on, looking for his options. Will flub it high out to center ice. Kula was in there trying to get possession of it, just didn't get a clean stick on it. Franny gets it. Franny on the backhand lofts it up, held in by the Bearcats just for a moment, able to squeak just by the skates of the Bearcat defender. 9:09 remaining here in this first period. 1-0 is the lead for the Cyclones. 2-6 in favor of the Bearcats on the shots. Out to center ice, Eaton now. Has a man to his left. Eaton still with it. Tries to sneak that blocker. And having to be quick to that one was Hazelhorst. Fanenstein sends it up. Off the boards to himself. Takes a hard hit. No worse for wear. And we'll get a whistle here. So some non-stop action here from the middle frame of the first period. Back and forth. The Bearcats have gotten a lot of the good opportunities, just not able to capitalize off of them yet. as Mahoney got from Hender and Franny. The early goal in the first period is the lone difference maker. Face off, one back to Fanenstein, up the near side. Into the offensive zone is Mulkerin. Mulkerin tries to whip one towards the net. Not able to get there. The puck picked up. Fought for Mulkerin's in there. Not able to get a clean stick on it. The Bearcats look to come back the other way. He is sent down low. Fanenstein has to step in there. Fanenstein trying to work the puck free. Mulkerin is down there as well. He gets picked up and out. Watch out here. Trying to use some speed and taken down. I think we're going to get a penalty here. And the Bearcats are going to go to the box. A hold. So the Iowa State Cyclones going on the power play for the first time tonight. Our first special teams action. For the Bearcats. Heading to the box is number 22, Jacob Begich. 16 points on the season for him. 14 goals, leads the team. The Cyclones with a prime opportunity here to extend the lead to 2. Frank Kula at the left wing faceoff dot wins it back. Up top it comes. Sends it across. Backhanded down low. Trying to fight for it. This Kress, and it gets sent up and all the way down. Penny has to use the stick to stop that one. Harley picks it up. 1:42 remaining on the power play. Up through center ice. We'll send that one down and around to the near side. Some solid body contact there. Harley got hit right into the Bearcat bench. He looks okay though. It's Penny. Picks it up. Over to Harley. That one bobbled on him for just a moment. Had to retrieve that. A hook behind his net, and they'll look to start things out. On the far side, turned over. The Cyclones so far on the power play this season have allowed 2 shorthanded goals. So you gotta watch out. The Bearcats have scored 2 shorthanded goals. So both teams have seen some shorthanded success and failures. So you gotta watch out here. Send it down and around to the far side. Picked up by the Bearcats. Looking to get it out. And held in at the line beautifully there. Here it comes, the shot. Punched away by Hazelhorf. We're going to whistle. 7:01 remaining here in the first period. 48 seconds remaining on the power play for the Cyclones. Nothing yet, but they just got their best chance so far of the power play on a nice shot from Hender. Hender, 13 points in 14 games so far this season. Leads the Cyclones in points per game with a .93. As the faceoff is one up top and just past the last man back, and I think we're going to get a Cyclones penalty here. And yes, we will. So we're going to get some 4-on-4 action. Heading to the box, Mulkerin. So we're going to have some 4-on-4 action for 40 seconds here before we see the Cyclones go on the penalty kill for the first time. Looks like tripping is going to be the call. So this faceoff will come all the way down into the Cyclone zone. It's going to be right wing circle. So 2 minutes up on the clock on Mulkerin's tripping penalty. Faceoff won by the Bearcats up top to the right wing circle. Down low below the goal line. They hold. Near side left wing circle. Sends it up top. A shot from distance tipped in. Penny had to be alert to that one. That one changed directions and he made a fantastic save. And this faceoff will come to his left. So 28 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4 before you see McKendree's Jacob Begich come out of the boxes off the faceoff. It was bouncing around in front of Penny. Had to stay alert to that one. On the near side corner. Looking in front. It comes out, and they're going to have to retouch up here. About 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4 time before Begich comes out the box, and the Cyclones might get a chance here. Down the left wing side. In front, not able to get anything out of that. Here comes the Bearcats back the other way. Kress, the lone defender. Great stick work, but not enough as it goes posting in. And the Bearcats tie this game 1-1. And I'll be curious to see if this was 4-on-4 or on the power play. So we'll see if this Molker penalty gets wiped off the board, and it looks like it will. Looks to be Reichel Davis that got the goal for the Bearcats. Tie this thing up 1-1. Face off, one back to Myers. Over the red line, Myers. Down low. He chases. Stepping in there, not able to get it, but laid the body to a Bearcat. It's held behind Hazelhorf. High flip out. Good job by Gabe Myers to pick that one up. If he wasn't able to, that would have been a 2-on-1 for the Bearcats. Myers still with it. Sends it down low. Off the boards, up top. A shot from distance, looking for a tip in front. That was Mahoney. The puck comes all the way down, chasing after Molker. Harley's going to be the first one to that one as it comes off the boards, up top, held in by the Bearcats. They've been very good at this so far, holding that puck in. Here comes Molker. A shot just past the blocker side post. Here it comes. Down low. Some chip and chase action from the Cyclones. It squeaks past the Bearcat defender. Then it comes back out to center ice.
Next whistle after 5 minutes, we're going to Delaney.
All right. On the far side, it's up top. A shot from distance. Penny with the save. That looked like it could have been a high stick there on the Bearcats, but no arm up there. A shot in close, and they score. So another goal by the Bearcats. Two quick ones, and just like that, they have the 2-1 lead over the Cyclones. And looks to be Reichel Davis once again. Entered the night with 3 goals on the season, and he is already on a hat trick watch here in the first period. So we're going to get a face-off here at center ice. It's going to come down low, awkwardly on the goalie. It'll come behind, chasing after it, trying to put that forecheck work on, not able to, where the Cyclones. Bearcats still with it. Bearcats 2 quick goals to turn this one to a 2-1 game after the Cyclones led for the majority of the first period. And with speed in the offensive zone, not able to get a clean backhand shot off on Penny. Still with it, though, are the Bearcats. Up top, tried to rip one on, didn't get a clean look on it. It comes free to center ice, down to the offensive zone for the Cyclones. Picked up. Looking to get a bit of a rush starting here. Over the blue line in the offensive zone. Up top, sends it across for a one-time blast. Penny had to shoulder that one off, and we're going to get a whistle here.
For the game, and he really preached consistency. They've lost the last 3 games. He's looking for a consistent matchup here. They've had some good practices coming in tonight. They are battling some injuries, but they're hoping to overcome that, and once again, hit that consistency mark.
Delaney, that was Delaney Peterson down in there in the penalty boxes. The sideline reporting action, talking about some injury issues that the Cyclones have had as of recent. Right now, the Bearcats have it.
It's like for our club. Yeah.
Sorry, I could have gotten out of the way.
Oh, you're good. I'm not even sure.
Right now behind the net. It's turned over, out in front. Watch out here, a quick shot on Penny, and he had to be alert to that one, and a good save there. So that's another shot for the Bearcats. They've really piled things on thus far. 13-4 are the shots in favor of the Bearcats. The 1 goal for the Cyclones came just about 1 minute in from Mahoney. And right now, that was on the first shot of the game, not able to squeak past Hazelhorf yet. After that, face-off, one up top. Has to whip it around down low, the Bearcats do. Fanstein down there, takes down a Bearcat. And then a Cyclone goes flying out. Some bodies tumbling there behind the net. Comes up the far side. A nice move around a check. Sends it down low. Chasing after it now is Kress. First one there behind the net. Back to Kress. Kress on the backhand, tried to feed it up top to Fanenstein, but it didn't come to him cleanly, and the Cyclones had a retreat to center ice. Fanenstein with it fresh off the bench. This Ranger and went off of his stick down low, and the Bearcats retrieved. So some issues for the Cyclones so far. Just trying to get that puck on their stick, get those clean passing plays. It's just not been settling for them, but they get a good turnover here. A whip around shot, rebound is there in the slot, and that was the best chance the Cyclones have had in a while. So great job forechecking, turning the puck over, and right there it almost benefited the Cyclones. Hazelhorf had to be attentive to that. Right now, over the blue line, chipped it down low. The defenseman, Gabe Myers, was in there. It comes up top, and we're going to get a whistle here. The blocker, or the glove, rather, of Hazelhorf came off, so they had to blow the whistle dead for that. We're going to get a face-off in the offensive zone for the Cyclones here. It's going to be the left wing circle. We'll get a new group of 5 out on the ice. Sam Eaton at the face-off circle. It's tied up off the draw, won by the Bearcats, chipped off the boards. Retrieve it over to the near side, slapped down, didn't get clean wood on it. It comes behind Penny. Over to the near side, back up top. Flips one in, hit a stick in front. A lot of deflections thus far by the Bearcats. But Penny has been able to stop all the deflections thus far. Down low, the Bearcats have it behind Hazelhorf. Up the boards. Over the red line and over the blue line now into the attacking zone. A shot out in front. Tried to find a redirection. Not able to get a stick on it. Cyclones, Eaton comes back the other way. Eaton over the blue line. Tries to put a nice move on. Not able to. Slot in there for the Cyclones. Kula also in there for the Cyclones. And it comes out to the Bearcats at center ice. 1:12 remaining here in the first period. 2-1 lead for the Bearcats. Gets flipped high down and a bouncing puck in on Hazelhorf. He had to shoulder that one into his glove. Here come the Bearcats looking to counter here. Off a stick. It's a nice body contact on the far side. It's a solid check there by Mulkerin. Meanwhile, the Cyclones into the offensive zone. Looking for a pass to the slot. Off a stick. Have to retrieve Fanenstein in there. 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Bearcats have to wait, though they'll be offside. They'll come back. Ball 4 on the near side. A couple bodies in there crashing to get possession. Under 30 remaining in the first. Picked up Fanenstein. Gets poked off his stick. Comes back to Capasso. Capasso turns off the boards. Not out, though. 15 remaining. A Cyclone goes falling down, and we're going to get a penalty. A trip on the Bearcats, and the Cyclones will head to the power play for the second time tonight. So the Cyclones had a power play earlier in this period, but towards the middle mark, took a penalty, had some 4-on-4 action, and at the very end of that, right at the start of the power play, they allowed a goal. So we'll see if they can get a quick strike here. Up top, across, a one-time shot. Hazelhorf had to make a good stop there. Right now, Slot sends it around. But 3 seconds remaining, and it looks like time will run out here for the Cyclones. It's a 2-1 lead for the Bearcats heading into the first period. 2 quick goals, both by Reichel Davis, picking up his 4th and 5th goal of the season for the Cyclones. Mahoney picked up his 7th goal of the season early on in the first period, but right now the Cyclones trail where it matters, 2-1. We'll have our first intermission break coming up here. back here between the Cyclones and the Bearcats. Unfortunately, we are having some technical difficulties getting the video aspect of things working. We got the audio fixed, but right now video is a little bit choppy. We're trying to get this fixed as we go along. So I'm not sure when, but in a moment we should get our video back up and running. We got audio working, which is good. But right now, where we stand, we're going to see the Cyclones power play to start off this period. They're getting the clock all fixed, as it has a full, clean 2 minutes up there on the scoreboard. They're trying to get the exact time down, so it's going to be just a moment before we get things started here. And here we go. Looks like our video will be back up and running. At the face-off dot for the Cyclones, both will get kicked out. Stepping in looks to be Mahoney. Mahoney at the draw wins it back. And second period action is underway here at the Ames Ice Arena here in Ames, Iowa, between the Cyclones and the Bearcats. As we stand right now, it's a 2-1 game for the Bearcats. 2 goals by Rycole Davis. As Fenstein chases down after the puck, it gets rimmed around hard up and all the way down. Penny had to play that one to the near side to Fenstein, who has it currently. Up the far side, it comes over the blue line. Looking to get things set up on the power play of the Cyclones. About 1 minute left here on the power play of the second opportunity of the night. Fenstein had it. It goes off a stick, up and out over the glass. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a face-off in the right wing circle. 57 remaining on the power play for the Cyclones here. Well, the penalty kill of the Bearcats is 6th in the conference, sitting at 75.3%, but the power play for the Cyclones is at 16.1%, also 6th in the conference. The Cyclones have been on the power play the second most times in the conference with 87 heading into tonight, and this is their 89th chance of the season. So looking to capitalize on this one. It's on the near side boards. Eaton at it. Down low it goes. Behind Hazelhorf. Back to Eaton. Eaton now rips one in, and it glove saved there by Hazelhorf. 31 seconds remaining here on the power play.
Yeah, guys, intermission for both teams was pretty interesting. On Iowa State side, they had a quick coaches meeting where Coach Hostovecki preached the theme of both consistency and pace. On the other end, McKendree's coach stayed back for most of the intermission, drawing up numerous schemes and telling his guys that they need to be looking for that open guy.
All right, thank you, Delaney, for that. So 2 different intermissions for both teams there as the Cyclones looking to get things going on the power play. Eaton down low. It comes to Ranger. They'll smack it around. 10 seconds left on the power play. Looking for maybe a final shot chance here. Slot with it on the far side. On the backhand, watch out here. We have a man coming out of the penalty box. Had a turn around and reset here, and it's another penalty kill successful for the Bearcats. Down low chasing after it was Kula up the near side. The Bearcats break out off a stick. Fenstein is going to be the first one to it. Backhanded around. Harley will turn away from a Bearcat forechecker. Over the blue line. Handed it off to Kula. Kula gets bumped into, and we're going to get a whistle here. Faceoff's going to be outside of the Bearcats' blue line. Hender, in taking the draw for the Cyclones, wins it back to Fenstein. Fenstein sends it back up to Hender. Hender, who had the assist on the lone Cyclones goal, the primary assist, is chasing after it. He laid the body in, and turnover. Backhanded in, gets blocked. Good block there by the Bearcats, but still with it is Mulkerin. Mulkerin digging for it. Looking for pass out front, and watch out here. They might have numbers. Fenstein, the lone defender, back for the Cyclones. Some hustle there. Gets it in front. Doesn't go. Back down on the near side circle. The Bearcats had it. Gets backhanded up by Mahoney. The Cyclones looking to change. Hender gets a change. Gracia gets a change. So 3 of the 5 Cyclones get a change, and 1 more will head to the bench. That's Mulkern. So 4 of the 5 Cyclones able to get a change, and they steal it here. Over the blue line. That was Harley. Harley still in there. Tips to Chadwick down in front. Off of Bearcat. Out to center ice it comes. So contact there on the near side. The Bearcats look to set up, and a nice solid check down there. The Bearcats still have it though. They've been very good at that so far tonight, holding on to pucks, playing through contact. Harley now. Over the blue line. Sends it across. With speed into the attacking zone. A shot from distance right into the glove of Hazelhorse. We'll get a whistle. 16-12 remaining here in the second period. Still 2-1 Bearcats over the Cyclones. 15-8 are the shots, also in favor of the Bearcats. 2 goals in that first period by Reichel Davis is where we stand. And a quick shot off the draw and another one off the draw. So two good shots there by the Cyclones. Not able to get past Hazelhorse, but they still have it down low. Trying to fight for possession of it. Pagel diving in there. Pagel still in there trying to get possession of the puck. Had an A-frame for a brief moment. Comes up the near side. Franny in there for the Cyclones as well. A handful of bodies trying to get the puck out, and it squeaks free and up and trying for a breakout pass. Icing is going to get waved off as the Bearcats are going to have 2 players there before the Cyclone is able to touch it. It was Franny that had to hustle back to get there to prevent a close-in odd man chance. Cyclones trying to get out of danger here, and they do. Out to center ice. The Bearcats have to chase. And they look to outlet back the other way. Through center ice, over the blue line. Here they come trying to split the D, not able to. Franny had to get a skate on that. Down low, the Bearcats have it. Trying for a centering pass. Nobody home besides a Cyclone, and that Cyclone was Sam Eaton. Tries to split around the defense, gets taken down, no whistle. Franny has to hustle back, and we are going to get an icing. Eaton trying to make some magic happen, not able to though. But out of that comes an offensive zone faceoff here for the Cyclones. 15:01 remaining here in the second period. Face-off in the near side circle. Stepping in is Kula. Face-off won by the Bearcats. Off the boards. It'll come back out to center ice. Fanstein in there for the Cyclones trying to get possession of it. It comes to the blue line and into the Cyclone zone. They'll hold and look to get a bit of a formation going to get it back the other way as Kula chipped that one in on Hazelhorf. That one will count as a shot for the Cyclones, I do believe. Gracia with a nice hit there on the far side right near the bench. Picked up by Gracia. Send it around to the far side. It'll get lofted high off the glass. Out to center where the Bearcats will retrieve. And so, oh, a nice hit there at center ice. That was a punishing check there. But the Bearcats still have it down low in the Cyclone side of things. Up top, a shot from distance. It's tipped into the boards around to the near side. Down low in the near corner. A handful of bodies in there. It comes free to the Cyclones that look to bring it out. Here comes Hender. Hender chips it down, and we will get a whistle. All right, we're going to have Delaney Peterson once again give us a...
Yeah, guys, Iowa State's bench has completely changed since intermission. They've been very motivational here, especially from Dylan Hender as well as Ben Fanestein. They've been seen in the front of the bench here, motivating the guys, cheering them on, telling them we got this. Let's push that pace and keep this game going.
So Hender and Fanestein both have A's on their chest, showing why they have that is off the draw. Nice pad save off of a Mulkern shot, who has another letter, the C for the Cyclones. It's a couple chances in front, not able to slam it through the pads for the Cyclones, and this one will come all the way back down. Harley has to give chase. Harley on the forehand, slams it around the near side. Handful of bodies in there trying to get it. Harley gets there, and the broken stick kind of slid towards the puck Gotta watch out there. Here comes Mulkerin. Over the blue line, a shot. Goes wide of the glove. Picked up, trying to get another sharp angle shot. The net's off its moorings here. We're going to get a whistle. So alluding back to what Delaney mentioned earlier, Fanenstein and Hender being the motivators, and you'd like to see that from your leadership crew. Like I mentioned, both of those A's on their chest, the assistant captains, and those are the people that you will want stepping up and motivating your team. As we're going to get an offensive zone draw here. Eaton from Urbandale, Iowa, stepping into the draw. Face-off is tied up and one back by the Bearcats. Stepping in the lane, good job. That was Kula getting in the way. Comes around to the near side. Some heavy contact in there. That was Eaton, and he gave an extra shove after the play kind of progressed. The Bearcats have it. Looking in front, got in the skates, and it'll come up over the blue line. Kula takes a heavy hit, sticks with it though, gets a stick on the puck there. And another heavy hit, that one by Eaton, so he playing the body of the Cyclones, and they wanted a penalty for the extra shot after the play there. Not going to get it. Kula now backhands it up to the slot to Slat. Slat with it. Had it poked off his stick. Fighting through some checks. And a shot from distance off the stick. High up. Way over the netting. We're going to get a whistle. Even when you're off the ice at a hockey game, you got to keep your eye on the puck because you never know. Pucks have eyes, they say. You got to keep your heads up. That one went over towards the band and had to duck out of the way of that one. Everyone seems to be okay. 12:20 remaining here in the second period. Face off. The right wing circle is one back by the Bearcats after a tie. It comes up. Fought for and tried to smack it down, and they get it. A backhand try in, a tipped in front. Never made it to the goaltender, Hazelholt. It'll come over to the far corner. A couple bodies crashing in, trying to get possession of the puck. Beeler was in there for the Cyclones. It comes around now to the near side. Fanenstein pinching down low to get possession of it. Goes off of Chadwick and to a Bearcat. Some more solid contact. So the physicality's ramped up here in the second. In front, trying to get the possession of it. A shot in. Hazelhoff had to make a stop. It was sitting there in skates for a couple seconds. And a big hit there. And we're going to get a penalty off of that one. A trip is the call. And Harrison Ranger can't believe it. Watch this on the replay. It's a big hit there. A trip is the call. He blew his man up, and after the call, he put his hands on his head and jumped up. He couldn't believe it. And the Cyclones are going to the penalty kill for the second time tonight. The Bearcats' power play is 7th in the conference. They have 11 power play goals for instead at a 12.2%, while the Cyclones' penalty kill 64.9%, also 7th in the conference. So two struggling special teams units looking to go head-to-head here for the second time tonight as the Bearcats have it. Over to the far side, the top of the left wing circle, back up to the point, a shot from distance, tipped in front and past Penny. It's a 3-1 lead for the Bearcats. Second power play goal of the night for the Bearcats as well. That one seemed to be deflected in front. Dude, that was Jonathan Davenport that was at the front of the celebration line for the Bearcats. So sometimes, usually when you see that, that's the one who got the goal. And especially when it's a tip situation in front, it's a little bit shaky on who actually got the goal. But as right now, we'll say Jonathan Davenport got the second power play goal of the day for the Bearcats. That's their third straight goal in this game. Cyclones trying to strike back after allowing 3 unanswered. Down low. It comes out in front. Penny had to dive across to get in the way of that. Bearcats still have it down low. Franny steps in, gets possession of the puck, sends it up, trying to get out of the zone. Just is able to. He'll get sent back down to Franny. Franny sends it across. Mahoney. Down in there. Comes across out in front. An odd bounce. Kind of caught everybody off guard there. It comes back up to Franny. Franny down low. Gets picked off by the Bearcats. Like to come back the other way, just over the blue line. Hender backhanded that down in. Bearcats pick it up on the near side, send it across. Watch out, held in by Harley. Down low in front, not able to get clean wood on it was Mulkerin. Mulkerin now on the near side. Gets around a defender, looking for a pass. Tried to find it in the slot. Could not find Ethan Ranger. Ranger was in perfect position, just a couple bodies between them. On the near side, it's fought for. Down low it goes now. Over the blue line, 9:55 remaining, and a solid hit there. Down to our left is Pagel. But Pagel, some nice body contact down there. Like I mentioned, you've seen the physicality really ramp up in the second period, and you'd expect it to keep going. Down low, it's behind Hazelhorf. Spinning over to the far side. A couple Cyclones step in the lanes, and they're able to force a turnover. To the near side it comes. Pagel in there. Comes up top. The Bearcats look to break out. Whipped around Myers to slat. Over the blue line. And a heavy hit there. Max Johnson, the recipient of that one. And this one will come down for an icing. So takes a big hit. Leads to an icing on the Bearcats. Cyclones will have an offensive zone face-off here. On the near side circle, Kula steps in at the face-off dot. One back by the Bearcats. Will flip that one high all the way down. It's a race for the icing. Icing waved off. Great hustle there by the Bearcats. They still have it. Whipping it around to the near side. Comes off the boards. Retrieved. A shot in on Penny. But the stop. That's the 18th shot he's seen come his way so far tonight. It was all Bearcats early in that first period, even though the Cyclones had the 1-0 lead, but they forced a lot of pressure on Penny, and he was not able to have any get up by him, but after a tip in front here in this second period, it's a 3-1 game. Davenport with the goal. Gets backhanded up top over the blue line out to center ice. They're going to have to retouch up here. About 8:40 remaining here in the period. Turned over, though. The Cyclones might have numbers if they hurry. A shot in and saved by Hazelhorf. Hazelhorst, rather, sorry. So another save by Hazelhorst. We're talking about goaltending play. He's been solid. Allowed the first shot of the game to go in past him. That was Mahoney that got the goal. But since that, 12 for 12 on stops. Hender in at the draw on that far circle, won by the Bearcats rather. It comes back to Fanenstein in his own zone. Fanenstein now sends it up and across over the blue line all the way down. No icing as it hit a body on the way in. Up top, not able to hold it in. Fanenstein had to go over to save that one there. He gets chipped up high. Retrieved by the Bearcats. This one will come all the way down, and this one will be an icing as well. 8:04 remaining here in the second period. A 3-1 lead for the Bearcats. The first two goals for the Bearcats scored was Reichel Davis, one on the power play, and then the most recent goal was Davenport on the power play. So two power play goals are the difference right now on a penalty kill. That has struggled this season for the Cyclones continues to be kind of a game changer for them. Puck gets whipped around to the far side. Myers in there. Hender giving chase. Myers tried to glove that one forward to Hender, and he gets it. Hender now puts on a nice move. Hender still with it. Snagged by Hazelhorst, and will get some pushing and shoving in front of, well, right in the crease rather. A couple bodies in there. That's really the first time we've seen it tonight where we get some pushing and shoving in front of the crease. All right, face-off to the near side circle. One back by the Bearcats. They've been good in the face-off dot tonight. This one comes up top, splits the D, and Penny's going to have to retrieve this one. Penny on the backhand, wheels it around to the far side. Bearcats first one to it, though. Forced a turnover with the Cyclones, and this one will not be able to get out, and now it does. Out of the zone it comes Eaton. Eaton over the blue line. A nice move. Just lost the puck for a moment. This one will come behind the net. Kula in there. Bearcats get it. Cyclones have a couple players change out. And held in again. Eaton getting in the way. Up top it'll come. And going for a hit instead of the puck with the Cyclones. And now the Bearcats, because of that, will get it into the offensive zone, but will get an offsides. 6:58 remaining here in the second period. 3-1 lead for the Bearcats. Face-off's going to be right in front of the Cyclones' blue line here. Beeler in to take the draw for the Cyclones. And then Davenport for the Bearcats, the most recent goal scorer in this game, off a tip in front. Face-off goes into the Cyclones' end, but Myers had to send that one out to center ice. So Beeler get a stick on that. The Bearcats get in the way of that one. Bearcats have been very good at getting to the puck first tonight. Harley chasing back after the puck. Beeler in there for the Cyclones as well. 4 players in there. The puck doesn't seem to be moving. Waiting for a whistle maybe, and we'll get one. 6:32 remaining here in the second period now. So after that early goal by Mahoney, things haven't really been going the Cyclones' way. 2 power play goals and 1 even strength goal after that. So 3 straight goals by the Bearcats. And you think after the Cyclones get that early goal, they'd be able to maybe generate a little momentum. They had some chances, but the Bearcats just relentless on the forecheck. Good through all 3 zones, have really benefited them. As off the draw, a shot, and another one there. Tried to go between the legs, and the net's off its moorings. We're going to get a whistle. So the Bearcats have done a really good job at controlling plays so far tonight. Just every time you think the Cyclones are able to get it out, the Bearcats are just able to be relentless on the puck, then turn it around and get it down low and get chances off on the Cyclones. And it's benefited them. They've been able to draw some penalties, get some power play goals off of it, generate a lot of chances. And right now where we stand, 3-1 with 6:23 left. The Cyclones got to try to get some things going the way, get some momentum. They haven't had a lot of momentum recently, but it takes something as simple as a penalty or a big stop, as Penny gets one there, to generate some momentum to get things going your way. And we'll see what that is. Face off in the near circle. It's tied up to the boards. Whip around shot goes past Penny to the far side. Johnson was in there for the Cyclones. Off a block, it comes to the near circle to the Bearcats. A backhand to the near boards. Goes down low. Retrieving it once again there. And the Bearcats being the first ones to the puck. And when you're the first one to the puck, it gives you a lot of chances in the offensive zone, as they have seen plenty so far tonight. Up the near side. Over the blue line. Up it, held in by the Bearcats, and a shot in off Penny, and they score. So the Cyclones are trying to clear it out, not able to. And the Bearcats just pick it off, and they're able to rip one by Penny. A nice shot. That one's hard to stop, but turnovers hurting the Cyclones right now. It's a 4-1 lead for the Bearcats.
Yeah, guys, Coach Blandina has been preaching at his team. He said, are they a better team? No, they aren't a better team. But what if? What if we haven't seen those different pucks from them yet? Let's be ready. He's been talking to his guys throughout this period, going them one by one. A huge message from him has been not to hesitate and to always be ready.
So never give up. It's the message from the coaching staff of the Cyclones, as this is a perfect opportunity to build your way back into this, cut into the deficit, as we're going to get a power play. A trip on the Bearcats, and for the third time, we're going to see the Cyclones head to the power play. Not able to find the back of the net yet with the extra man, but we'll see here, and this is a great opportunity for the Cyclones here. Face off, Hender in there, gets won by the Cyclones. Try to backhand it up top. Bearcat got in the way, and now they'll be able to loft that one high and all the way down. Penny comes all the way out to play it. Vandenstein will hold up for a brief moment, and outlet to Hender now. Hender try to get over the blue line, not able to though. The Bearcats just doing a great job. Every time the puck seems to slip off the Cyclone stick, the first one's there. And it's coming to bite the Cyclones, but coming to help the Bearcats. Over the red line into the attacking zone. The Cyclones spinning on a dime. And Mulkerin, up top it comes. On the blue line, a shot from distance. That one went to a couple bodies. It'll get center on off the boards. Back to Vandenstein. He'll send it across and into the attacking zone. Come the Cyclones once again. Mulkerin fighting for it on the far side. Myers in there as well. Mahoney now went in to join the fray, and it comes up to the Cyclones. A shot towards the net, a tip try goes over the head of Hazelhorst, and we'll still see some offensive zone time here by the Cyclones, able to hold it in. Good job there. Myers sends it up top. Back down it comes. Mahoney behind the net, and we'll get a whistle. We think we got a whistle because the net off its moorings once again, so seems to be an issue here at the Ames Ice Arena. The nets sometimes have a tendency to come off their moorings, so you don't typically see these whistles happen too often, but sometimes, depending on the arena you're in, you see it more times than others, and this is definitely one place where you see it a decent amount as the face-off is fought for. A couple bodies in there is bouncing around. It gets backhanded up into the netting, and we'll get another whistle. 31 seconds left on the power play. Definitely the better of their chances they've seen. They've got some good looks. They've been able to set up, keep the puck in most importantly. So if you're the Cyclones looking for any little thing to build momentum off of right now, is you're in this 4-1 deficit. Off the face-off. It's held on the far side up top. Just hand it off. And a shot from distance. Rebound is there, but it gets cleared all the way down to our right. Penny will come out. He'll let it settle so Harley can get there. 10 seconds left on the power play. Harley drops it back. Slat with it now. With chip and chase. Power play is over. And that one will get cleared up, and we will get a whistle here, and this one will be in the offensive zone here for the Cyclones. We'll get a change for each team out. All 5 Cyclones will make a change here. A face-off to the left of Hazelhorst. Hender at the draw, and off the draw, a quick shot. Nice play off, nice setup there off the face-off. Franny up top is digging for it. Hender in there as well. Handful of players. Up top, it's ripped on and over the head of Hazelhorst. Some good pressure here by the Cyclones off a face-off win. Bearcats have it. Off the boards. Up the near side. Held in. Good job by the Cyclones to keep it in. And once again, getting in the way, and a shot goes off a stick into the netting. That was Mahoney. He had 2 chances. He was able to hold it in. Got that last shot there that went off a stick into the netting. So some good pressure here by the Cyclones, looking to keep things going, as it looks like Kula will step into the face-off dot. Off the draw, it's one back by the Bearcats. This one will come all the way down. I believe will be an icing. No, icing waved off. They say it got tipped. The Cyclones will hold behind their net. Harley But 2:25 remaining in the second period. Down 4-1. 2 second period goals by the Bearcats. Into the attacking zone. Eaton now rips one in. That one off the mask of Hazelhorst. Off the boards. Out of the zone. Harley got stepped into. So Myers has to chase back. It's the lone defenseman. Send it around. Harley's able to get back. On the far side, some nice body contact. And poked free. That was Kula got a stick on that. Come out. And some more big hitting along the far side. Into the attacking zone. Slot trying to get there. Backhanded in front. Was looking for a redirection across. No one was there. And some miscommunications. Slat was heading to the, or Kula rather, was heading to the bench. Slat was trying to find him for a wide open pass, but not everything is perfect here. That's some miscommunication. Cyclones bring it back. Hender into the offensive zone, ripped one past Hazelhorst. Picks it up. Hazelhorst trying to center it. Hender with that pass out in front. Up through center ice into the offensive zone. With speed, a shot. Blocker saved by Hazelhorst. He's been busy this period. Vandenstein, a shot. It was a body in front. Vandenstein recovered it, sends it down low. Molkerin was down there. Hender giving chase, lays the body. Bearcats trying to get it out, are able to now. 40 seconds remaining here in the second period. Down low. Vandenstein got in the way, laid the body. Capasso also in there, able to get in the way of the puck. And it comes up to Mahoney. Mahoney with under 30 remaining. Splits the D, a nice nifty move, a shot! Saved by Hazelhorst. He had Kula to his left, and Mahoney takes a push after the whistle. We're going to get a penalty here. And we have a Cyclone going down the tunnel to our left. That's Kress. So Kress went down the tunnel to our left, but we have a Bearcat heading to the penalty box. So curious to see why Kress went down the tunnel. But up on the scoreboard here, we have another power play for the Cyclones. They've not been able to cash in yet. But this one will bleed over into the third period if they're not able to score at the 23.1 seconds remaining here in the second period. So it looks like now Mahoney is going to the box for the Cyclones. So the officials talking it over, and on the scoreboard here they have 2 minutes for the Cyclones. Mahoney, maybe an unsportsmanlike, an embellishment maybe, or just an unsportsmanlike in general. Not quite sure yet. And then on the Bearcat side of things, they have a double minor up. 2 2-minute penalties, rather. So it's like, we'll see. There's only one player number up on the board. And that's number 6, Connor McDonald for the Bearcats. So if things hold up, it'll be a power play here for the Cyclones. So it looks like the extra 2 minutes is going to go against the Bearcats, and the Cyclones are going to be on the power play. But there's 4 players apiece out on the ice, so maybe some miscommunication between the referees and the off-ice officials down there is back over talking things off. And maybe it's supposed to be 4-on-4, and it looks like it. Yep, 4-on-4, the linesman just signaled. So there's an extra 2 up on the board. Not sure what that's about, if it's an accident. But 4-on-4, we play for the second time tonight. Vandenstein sends it up. Cyclones for one, looking for one last push here. A shot from distance off the board to the near side. Vandenstein holds it in, a backhand try. Watch out here with speed. over the right wing circle. A shot from a sharp angle, and Penny had to make a stop. With just under 5 left here in the second period. This one will be on the near side circle with under 5 left. Faceoff is won by the Cyclones, and that'll do it here for the second period. A 4-1 lead for the Bearcats after this one. 2 goals in each period. Things got started off here with the power play goal in this period for the Bearcats, and then a shot from the point finds the back of the net behind Penny, and that's where we stand. A 4-1 lead for the Bearcats. Shots are 22-19 in favor of the Bearcats. It's really been all McKendree so far this game. We'll be back after the second intermission. All right, back underway here in the third period of the Bearcats and the Cyclones. Just slight, like anything, set back up here. Some technical difficulties once again. We apologize for that. But as we stand right now, the Bearcats up 4-1. We have some 4-on-4 action for about 50 seconds here in this third period. And right now we're going to get a Bearcats breakaway in on Penny, a backhand try. That one does not go. Good back check there by the Cyclones to prevent a scoring chance. Down low behind a Hazelhorst. It's fought for Slots with a nice check there. Lays another one in. And we'll get the Bearcats holding for just a brief moment as they now take center ice into the attacking zone. Under 20 left on the 4-on-4. Up the near side it comes. Some bodies coming together, trying to get possession of the puck. Cyclones get it. Eaton now over the red line, over the blue line. Backhands it in on Hazelhorst, and he will hold with 3 seconds left on the 4-on-4 action. Once again, I'd like to welcome in everybody to tonight's broadcast of the Bearcats and the Cyclones. My name is Elijah Gallagher. Excited to bring the broadcast to you guys. There's been a lot of opportunities both ways, but the Bearcats have been able to capitalize on theirs. The Cyclones have had their chances, just not able to get it past Hazelhorst or on net sometimes. So right now the Bearcats with a commanding 4-1 lead, but you've seen crazy things happen in hockey. You cannot count the Cyclones out of this. Across it goes. Held in. Good job stepping up. Down low it goes. Kicked to the stick. There's Fanenstein that was down in there. Harley down there as well. Centering pass. Nobody was home. That was Pagel that sent that one out front. Retrieved by Hender. Gives it to Fanenstein. Fanenstein. Up back to Hender. Off a stick or a skate. One of the two, but icing got waved off because of it. Turnover here on the Bearcats, and we have a couple bodies going crashing into the boards down. They're trying to get the puck. Hender gets sat down, but he chases back after the puck, trying to pick it up with the Cyclones, but the Bearcats once again just relentless after the puck get there, and then Harley steps in the way of that one, sends it off the boards down low, and Hazelhorst will play it. 17-10 left here in the third period, as this one will come down for icing. So 4-1 lead for the Bearcats. 2 first period goals, 2 second period goals. But the first goal of the game went the Cyclones' way. Matthew Mahoney from Hender and from Franny. There's a lone goal for Iowa State. It's a face-off. It's tied up. And it was won back by the Cyclones, but the Bearcats stepped in the way. They were able to take it all the way down here into the Cyclones' end. Sends it across, just over the blue line. They're going to have to retouch up here. The Cyclones have to be aggressive here in this third period if they want any chance of coming back. Slot chasing after it. Kula was also chasing after it. And watch out here. Kula took it over the blue line. He kind of double pumped, kind of made Slat bite, and they had to tag back up. It would have been offside, so the Bearcats hold it now. There's zone. They'll get off a stick in. Gabe Myers tried to Air Jordan that one down, not able to. And the Bearcats have it down low, and some big body contact down there. The puck is in. There's 2 players that ran into each other. Up the near side. Sends it across. Working way down, a tip try in front. Never made it in on Penny. Myers cleared up the rebound, and Eaton now takes it back the other way. Eaton gets in the way, sends it across the near side. No one home besides a couple of Bearcats. A backhand spin try. Beeler picked off. Watch out. Cyclones had to hurry. There could have been too many men on the ice. In that near circle, a shot try never made it. Beeler got in the way. Fanenstein picks it up. Comes up to Ranger, or Chadwick rather. Oh no, that is Ranger. That was Hudson Ranger. A shot in on Penny at a stop. Get a whistle. So 2 Rangers here on the Cyclones team from Cromwell, Connecticut. Some family connections on the team. Always cool to see. As we see A face-off here. In that far circle. Off the draw, it's tied up, and a shot in on Penny. Rebound was there. It gets picked up, spun around behind the net to the near side. Looking up top at the point. A rip up top, right pad save by Penny. He had to slide across for that one. Trying to get it out of the Cyclones, but once again, that forecheck of the Bearcats doing a fantastic job holding it down low. Ranger gets a stick on it, comes up top, held in once again. Beeler lays a solid check in there, and it comes free to Myers. Myers has it poked off his stick, and the Bearcats look to bring it back the other way now with under 15 left here in the period. Up the near side. With speed into the offensive side of things. Try to get it in front. Watch out here. Penny had to dive across. Did he get a piece of that? Nonetheless, it stayed out of the net. It's still a 4-1 lead for the Bearcats, but what a chance there for the Bearcats. I wonder if Penny got a piece of that. That would have been a phenomenal save if he did. Bearcats have it behind their own net, behind Hazelhorse, and it gets turned over. Spinorama shot, saved by Hazelhorse. It comes to the far corner. Picked up in the slot, some body contact in front, and a shot never made it on. Some bodies going tumbling down over there. That was the other Ranger, Ethan Ranger, that time. Franny tried to jump in the fray, get possession of the puck, not able to. Franny now steps in here, tries to force a turnover. Pagel lays a solid check there in the near side. To the near side. The Bearcats trying to get it out. They do. It's fought for and pushed into the offensive zone. A shot in on Penny. A nice simple save for him with the pads. Off the boards, he gets sent down low. Chasing after the Cyclones, Mahoney, who has the lone goal icing, and he's a little curious. He kind of looked back at the ref. It looked like he might have gotten there first, but the officials deemed that he did not. 13:35 remaining here in the third period. 28-19 are the shots in favor of the Bearcats. They lead 4-1. And they'll have an offensive zone face-off to the glove side of Penny. Hender in there for the Cyclones. He gets one back by the Bearcats off the draw. It goes up high, and Hender comes up with it. Hender tried to push it forward. He gets turned over. And a nice solid hit there. Good contact there. That was the captain, Mulkerin, with the solid check. But turned over again by the Cyclones. Here come the Bearcats the other way. Into the offensive zone. Mulkerin gets in the way. Pushes it up ahead. Out of reach of Hender. The Bearcats look to recover behind Hazelhorse. Hazelhorse not seen much action in the third period yet. As the Bearcats have in the offensive zone. Watch out. They'll get a shot in. That one goes wide and takes a weird bounce off the corner glass and will go up into the netting. We get a whistle. 12:51 remaining here in the third period. No score yet this period. We saw 2 goals by the Bearcats in the first and the second, and a Cyclones goal very early, about a minute into that first period. Face off in the near circle. It's one back in on Penny, and he'll hug that one, and we'll get another whistle and another face-off in the offensive zone for the Bearcats. Face-off won by the Bearcats. We'll chip it off the boards. Down low. Back up top, far side. A shot from distance. Comes to the near side. A shot in on Penny. Big right pad save. Another big pad save. He's had a couple of those flashy pad saves this period. Off the board, chasing after is Kula. Kula going down after trying to center. Rebound is sitting in. It comes in, and another try doesn't go. Hazelhorse, some big stops here. The Cyclones still have it. A shot. Pad save by Hazelhorse. He had to close the 5-hole there. Behind the net, Myers sends it out in front. Kula couldn't get a clean chance off of that. Some good pressure here. Eaton now. Hands it off, tried to find Slat, not able to. This one will come all the way up, and the Bearcats can escape some danger. Some great chances there for the Cyclones, just not able to beat Hazelhorst. Once again, if you missed it earlier, first shot of the game went in the back of the net. And watch out here, a breakaway chance. Penny with the big stop. It still fought for it, was loose, and another try. That one got blocked. What action here in the offensive zone for the Bearcats. And that one stopped as well. Oh my goodness. What action here. Both ways, some fantastic looks, but the goaltending even better. That was great. The puck off the initial breakaway, yeah, it was sitting behind Penny, and the Cyclones had to fish that back into his pads, but it kind of squeaked through, and then they got a chance from the point, the Bearcats did. Cyclones blocked it, and then another try. Penny had to slide across and stop it, so great goaltending here to start off this third period. A shot tried to tip it in front. That was Davenport. He got a tip earlier. The third goal of the game was from him tipping in front. Tried to get another one there. 4 players battling for the puck on the far side. Picked up Vandenstein. Got a stick on it momentarily. And we're going to get a whistle, a hand pass. 11-11 left here in the third. We'll get a new group of Cyclones out on the ice. A full, looks like 5. Yeah, all 5 players heading to the bench. We'll get a new group of 5 out there. This face-off will be outside of the Cyclones' blue line. Hender stepping in there for the Cyclones. Face-off won by the Bearcats. Puck comes up the near side. Fighting for it are the Cyclones. Picked up. Up top it comes to Myers. Myers has it in his skates. He tries to shoot one, and good block, and back the other way to the Bearcats. They got to hurry to get back. Harley, good job getting back, closing out the the attacker, and forcing a turnover of the Cyclones. And here they come back the other way. Trying to step in for a big hit, and we're going to get offsides. That could have been close to a kneeing call on the Bearcats, but close but no cigar, as they say. We'll get a whistle. 10:43 left here in the third period. This one will be outside of the Bearcats' blue line. Face-off one back over to the near side now. Mulkerin, a shot from distance punched down by Hazelhorst. The Bearcats will turn it over. Hender gets in the way. A shot over the top of Hazelhorst. He had 2 guys to his right. Elected to shoot. That one just went over the head of Hazelhorst. Down low, the defenseman Gabe Myers behind the net. Will spin on a dime. Pushes it forward. Hender's going to be the first one there, and we have some wrestling in front of the net, and we're going to get a whistle. See if anyone's going to the penalty box. That was Gabe Myers getting roughed up there. And it looks like the Cyclones are going to go back to the power play. Some roughing in front of the net. That's Trevor Voida heading to the box for the Bearcats, and we're going to see another power play for the Cyclones. Have not been able to cash in yet tonight, but here is another opportunity to do so. Face-off is going to be to the right of Hazelhorst. Face-off is won by the Cyclones. Looking to set things up as Eaton. Eaton drops it back up top. Over to the near side, trying to find Kula. It's bouncing around in the slot. Trying to get it back is Eaton. He does. Spins around to the outside. Eaton. Down low. Looking to get things set up. Slowly working his way in, and a shot from distance. Hazelhorst never saw it. Kula tries to get the stick in the way. This one will get slapped out, but good job by Harley to prevent that from going all the way down. Hand it off. Kula. Back. Handed it forward, chasing after it of the Cyclones, trying to get there first. He gets smacked around to the near side. Eaton. Eaton in the way on the backhand. Tried to force that one up top, and it gets kept in by the Cyclones. Good job keeping things in. Slat chasing after this one. Slat down low with Kula. A handful of bodies in there. The Bearcats content to keep it like this down low. Comes to Eaton. Eaton now spins, rips one in, saved by Hazelhorst. Rebound high into the air, and this will get whipped around and cleared all the way down. Penny will go to play it, trying to get things started back the other way quickly. Eaton He had it. Got poked off his stick and now trying to get some clean possession of the Cyclones, and they get it. Pfannenstein behind Penny with 30 or left on the power play. Power play unsuccessful tonight, looking to see if they can get one here late. It comes down low. This one will get turned around and skied high all the way down. 15 left on the power play. Penny will play that one, hand it off. And one final rush here for the Cyclones. Pfannenstein hands it off to his right, over the blue line, rips one on, just goes high and wide, out of the reach of Pfannenstein, and this power play is over. So perfect on the PK tonight of the Bearcats. After struggling all season, it's looked fairly good tonight. Perfect, 100% so far. Off a Hender's stick into the offensive zone it comes. Bearcats holding right next to Hazelhorst. Over the blue line, in some skates. Here they come, a shot from a sharp angle shot. Hits iron, coming off the crossbar. Franny had it, dished it off, back to Franny. Tries to touch it up to Beeler. Beeler gets knocked down, and we're going to get a whistle right in front of us. It didn't look like much, just going for a hit. Lost the stick, and looks like anything will come out of it. If we'll get a face-off, looks like just outside of the blue line for the Cyclones. 7:32 left here in this period, the third and final period of regulation. Face-off is won. Kula chases after it. Comes up the near side all the way back down. Slat chasing after it. Punches it over. Harley now. Over to Slat. Backhand off the boards. Kula trying to get it. Not able to. It'll come down to Penny. He'll stick that off the glass. Up the near side. Around the defender. Down low. Kula chasing. It comes to Myers. Myers hands it off. Out in front. Up top is Eaton. Eaton rips it. That one hit the glove. Went over the head of Hazelhoff. They still have it, though. Down low, looking for a centering try, trying to find Slat. Went off of the apron of the net. Eaton lays a check in there to try to get the puck. Not able to, though. Comes out to center ice. He'll set down Eaton giving chase. It comes to Harley, and he had to hold up. That would have been offside, so the Bearcats now have possession and will hold with 6:30 left here in the third period. Pass the skates of Pfannenstein. It comes all the way down. He's going to have to hustle. The Bearcat lost a stick in Pfannenstein's arm, and this one will come all the way back down. The Bearcats content with killing off some time as they have the 4-1 lead with 6:15 left here in the third period. Killing time sounds nice for the Bearcats. This one comes up, chipped all the way down to the near corner. Picked up by Gracia. Sends it around. Nice move. That was Mahoney that had it. Lone goal scorer for the Cyclones. And with numbers came the Bearcats. Was not able to materialize anything out of that as Penny with the save there. The rebound was there, but the Cyclones clear it out. This one will get sent all the way back down, and we're going to get an icing. That was a bit of an early whistle, but nonetheless, Myers, first one to it, the ref said. We'll get an icing here on the Bearcats. 5:41 left here in the third period. This will be in the near circle. To the glove of Mason Hazelhorst. We stopped 24 of 25 shots in. Looks like we're going to have, we'll go to the bench. Maybe a timeout was called. So timeout here. So we're going to have some time for the players to talk it over at their respective benches. For the Cyclones, their game plan is going to be attack, attack, attack. Be aggressive. Try to get that goal. Make things a little bit closer so you can pull the goalie and have a realistic fighting chance. For the Bearcats, it's just, honestly, if you're the Bearcats, it's just keep up what they've been doing. Be aggressive to the puck. Be the first ones there. Forecheck heavy, back check heavy as well. And if they can keep the same game plan, things are going to look golden for them. So the Cyclones need to try to force some offense here in the dying minutes of this game. Under 6 left here in the third period. so far the difference maker, special teams. Some power play goals by the Bearcats have helped them get this 4-1 lead, but some excellent penalty killing have killed off a handful of penalties. It's been perfect so far, to say. So we'll see if the Cyclones can create anything here. It's like good thing set up. Eaton's going to step in. It's on his strong side. He'll step in to do this face-off. Tries to chip it forward. Have a set play off the face-off. Tried to chip it to himself past the other guys doing the face-off against and get on Hazelhorst. But Hazelhorst was able to grab it. We'll got a whistle as Eaton will step in, wins it to Kula. Up top it comes, sending it across to Harley. A nice move. Gets past him, and the Bearcats get out to center ice and are content to clear it and waste some more time. Myers sends it up to Kula off a skate. He'll get sent right back down. Penny out to play it. Penny backhands it around. Watch out, and a big hit there. Nice contact. Eaton lays out a nice hit. Eaton now over the blue line. He's been all over the ice tonight looking for his goal. Rebound try off his own shot. I was just saying, Eaton has looked like one of the better players for the Cyclones tonight. He has been phenomenal all over the ice, just not able to get on the scoreboard yet. 5:01 left here in the period, and Penny all the way out looking to get ready to head to the bench. You might see an extra man situation with 5 minutes left. Penny getting ready, and the Bearcats win the faceoff, so Penny's going to inch back into his crease. Tipped in towards Hazelhorst. That was definitely not intentional. That was a little odd, but right now it'll allow Penny to inch his way back up. He is between the circles down to our left. If the Cyclones can win a faceoff, surely we're going to see Penny head to the bench. At the faceoff, Hender ties it up. It comes back. Smacked all the way down. Penny looking to see if he comes to the bench. Hender has it. Penny heads to the bench. We get a rebound in front. Tries to drag it over Hazelhorst. Not able to. We'll get a whistle. So Penny to the bench, but he comes back out. So if the Cyclones can get some offensive pressure, Penny's going to head to the bench. If not, he'll stay in his crease. So Hender did a good job to win the faceoff and get some chances. This one off the draw, comes up top. Smack down and around. Penny looking to the bench. Not going to go. This will come all the way back down. Chasing after it are the Cyclones. El Paso. Off the boards. Into the skates of Mahoney. They're going to have to retreat. Mahoney now trying to get in the way. Hender now gets it. Hender tries to chip it around and does. And a huge hit there by Mahoney, and that's going to be a whistle. And we're going to get some players coming together here, and it's going to be a penalty here on the Cyclones. So Mahoney tried to line up a Bearcat, and it resulted in a penalty. So I guess we'll see what the call is. But Mahoney's going to the penalty box. Looks like a hit from behind is the call.
Yeah, Coach Blandina talked about in his last time out how the team just needs to continue to protect themselves. He was very positive, saying how proud he was of his team, their ability to hold the lines, the shots that they've taken have been great, and how they just need to finish this game.
So finishing this game is going to be a bit of an uphill battle now, more so than it was before. As right now it's a 4-1 deficit for the Cyclones, and they have 2 minutes they got to kill off the clock. Mahoney hit from behind, or checking from behind is the call. So Slot, but chasing after the puck. Right now the Bearcats in prime position to pick up a victory. Slot chasing after it. Kicks it to himself off the boards, not able to get it out. The Bearcats along the near side. Comes up top. Will hold, and he'll fire a tip in front. Penny had to be alert. The rebound is still sitting there, and it stayed out. Penny with some spectacular saves here in the third period to keep this a 4-1 deficit. It could easily be 6-1, 7-1, but Penny has been able to stop every shot that has gone his way in the third period. He's faced 35 shots thus far in this game, topping 31 of 35. Face off on the near side. This will come up to the point, just squeaks out. They're going to have to retouch up and back the other way, trying to find a Ranger, not able to. Chasing after it is the other Ranger. So both Rangers out on the ice. Good to see. That's Ethan Ranger that's down there chasing after it. 24. Harrison Ranger, number 88. Up the near side it comes. Myers trying to get a stick in the way, not able to. This will come down. Harrison Ranger shadowing. This will come back up top. Across. Back over. Holding a nice move around Fanenstein. Holding on to it. Wheels around. Sends it across the near side. Back over. Over to the left. Back up. One time right into the glove of Penny. 2:37 left here in the third period. 36 on the penalty kill for the Cyclones. Some pretty passing. Just left to right and a one-time blast right into the glove of Penny. Face off won by the Bearcats. Sent up top, back down low to the near circle. Working in for the slot. Just goes past Penny. That might have hit a stick. This one now comes back over to the near side. Slot in there. This will come over trying for a pass in front. A shot. Penny with the save. Rebound is loose. Penny pushes it ahead. This one will get sent out, and the Bearcats have to retouch up with 10 left on the power play. Slat gets a stick in the way. This will come down to Penny. He will hold as the penalty expires. Mahoney out the box for even strength once again with 2:01 left here in the period. And now the Cyclones' chances are looking rather slim. Slimmer than they were. Successful penalty kill after some struggles in that second period, allowing that tip goal by Davenport. So Penny's getting his gear readjusted here, so it's just a slight delay as he gets things set back up. It looks like he's all good to go, and this will be to the blocker side of Penny. Liam Penny, excellent so far for the Cyclones tonight, as off the faceoff, picked up over the blue line. Mahoney, a chip, and he'll chase. Tries to spin it back to Harley. Harley in there, fighting for it. Backhands it. Penny to the bench, so it's going to be an extra man out here for the Cyclones. Empty net down to our left. Mahoney chasing after it. Comes up top. Hender took a hit, but he comes to the Cyclones. Tries to center it. Does not go. Slat with it. Loses it. It comes to Hender. Hender looking for a pass. Off the boards. Up top it comes. A shot from distance. This will come now to the Cyclones end. Dodging a check was Mulkerin. Off the boards. Back up top. Held in. This will come down low. Sent across. Back down behind the goal. Out in front, trying to get a clean shot. Not able to with the Cyclones, and now the Bearcats have it. Trying to score an empty net goal. This one will come across. That was close to being offsides. Not able to get it in the empty net, though. Backhand in front. And the Cyclones able to avoid some danger there. An empty net. This one will come in. Hender with the shot. Hits the boards. He'll retrieve his own rebound. Hender takes a check. In front. A shot. Rebound is sitting there. This will get smacked down. And if they hurry, this will be icing. Yes. 35.1 remaining here in the third period. Shots are now 37-31. So high shot totals this game for both teams, but for the Bearcats, they've been able to find the back of the net, and it looks like we'll get another timeout here. So Cyclones with some fantastic looks with the net empty down to our left. Just not able to get it past Hazelhorst, who has been great. So 31 shots have gone Hazelhorst's way. And on the very first shot of the game, about a little over a minute in, that one went by on the first shot of the game from Mahoney. But after that, he has been perfect. So looking to hold on is Hazelhorst and the Bearcats, trying to keep it a 4-1 score, maybe increase it to 5-1 with the empty net. We'll see what happens, but the Cyclones definitely have been pushing. I typically see it when your team has a lead. There's a lot of bending, but trying to avoid the breaking is what the team's got to focus on. And the Bearcats certainly have been bending and bending and bending here, but they haven't broke yet. Cyclones have had some great looks, but where it matters is on the scoreboard, and the Bearcats have their number there. So face-off is going to be in the far circle. It's like Hender is stepping in to take this draw. The Bearcats have been phenomenal in the face-off dot so far tonight. So a big face-off here. Won by the Bearcats off the boards. It comes out to center ice. Fanenstein has to retrieve with under 30 left. Fanenstein over the red line. Takes it himself. Will chip it down. Pick it up. Great individual effort by Fanenstein. Hands it off to Myers. Myers backhanded up top in the skates of Hender. This will get picked off at the wide open net. They will ice this game 5-1 with 10.4 left. An empty net goal by the Bearcats. Going to put things away. And that's going to be number 19 for his third goal of the game. Reichel Davis. So a hat trick for him in Ames, Iowa tonight. A feel-good moment for the Cyclones, or for the Bearcats rather, and a feel-good moment for Davis. And the Cyclones now gonna pick up their 4th straight losses. The Bearcats are gonna extend their win streak to 3 games, as they're gonna pick up a 5-1 victory thanks to Reichel Davis's hat trick and some excellent goaltending for Mason Hazelhorst. And the final 5-1 here at the Ames Ice Arena. Bearcats over the Cyclones.